Hello everyone, welcome back to Fable Hayment Age of Wonders 4. The hero of Fereldan returns to lead the Grey Wardens to a new future and restore Fereldan's glory under the banner of the Grey Wardens. We need to establish a third city. But I'm glad everyone is enjoying the series. The good guy playthrough is incredibly rare. So, enjoy it while you can. No, I'm kidding. We're actually good. See, we're very good right now. This is not a technically good type of playthrough, even though some of our methods may be questionable, i.e. the blood magic we just picked up. But don't worry about it. Now, I'm going to have to destroy this cove, because... Oh... yeah, you have to do that. The cove is going to regenerate real soon. And I don't want that to happen. So let's see if we can actually do that right now. Oh boy. Possibly. Incredible. Just take it and walk away. Wallbreaker of the Shepherd. Huh. I'm not sure how many animal units we're going to end up getting, but that would be good for Morrigan. Morrigan's playthrough, of course, many moons ago, was as a beast build. And that was before... I can think of something for this. That was before the massive buffs to beasts. So, perhaps. Yes, we must restore Velana as well. But cheering up comes first. A rivalry has been declared upon me by Liliana the Vengeful. The Exalted March. I have a fun fact about the Exalted March. Why does your face look a little strange? But, I'm going to declare back. I'm waiting for someone else to show up before I mention the fun facts. We have two would-be opponents that have not shown their face just yet. But, perhaps they shall. Soon. If I cancel this, I can go to tier 2. How are we feeling about that? Just fine. I'm sorry, Vigil's Keep, but you'll be fine. I always do my utmost to restore Vigil's Keep to its great glory. An advisor reports that a mystical seer set up shop south of Amaranthine, offering knowledge of faraway territories and rulers. He visits you the same day. I sell secrets, Warden Commander. I know much about this realm and its denizens, and what little I know not I divine. Your advisor then leans in and whispers, it is worth noting that he keeps the same information on you and yours for your rivals to exploit. The Seer Ogre presents an innocuous smile. The mystical seer is expected to reside in your domain for 15 turns. Okay. Let's do some divining, shall we? We're going to contact a hidden ruler. Hey, it's the person I wanted to see! So you are Warden Commander. Why is there lightning? Fabe, the hero of Fereldan, of the Grey Wardens. I am not impressed. Tread carefully before I decide that your realm is actually worth conquering. Not impressed? I gave you that fancy crown and you're not impressed? Ladies and gentlemen, the High King of Orzammar, Balin Aducan. Balin Aducan was the sole survivor of the Aducan line, but his ascension to the throne was contested by the High General of Orzammar. The Grey Warden assisted Balin in claiming the throne and recovering the Anvil of the Void, after being promised support against the Archdemon and a new future for the dwarves of Orzammar. Balin made good on his promise to honor the old treaty, and has kept his promise to bring Orzammar into the future. At a dangerous pace, he has eliminated the caste system, opened Orzammar to new trade, brought low the cartels by sacrificing criminals to the Anvil of the Void, and even reclaimed old territory in the Deep Roads. His progress moved far too fast for his people. After several attempts on his life, Balin dissolved the assembly and ruled as the sole authority in Orzammar. Some call him a progressive leader, but others refer to him as a tyrant. The Warden's only question is, who is being sacrificed for new golems now? That was a huge lore dump, but The short version of this is the big dwarven dilemma is that the king just died, and it's split on who the assembly is going to support for the next king. You go in and you can choose either Balin Adukin or Harrowmont. Balin promises a better future. Harrowmont promises a return to the ways of the dwarves or whatever. And basically, the big morality question becomes, do you restore the Anvil of the Void? Because you have to go find the living Paragon Bronca and basically get her to make a crown or, appoint. Her support will basically push over either one of them. So you get to choose. Balin is kind of a dick, but if you save the Anvil, which takes human souls, well, I suppose living souls, dwarves, whatever, and infuses them into a golem, then Balin becomes quite tyrannical. If you don't do that, he becomes more like of a progressive kind of chill leader. I think canonically it still kind of ends bad for them, but anyway, they are our industrious culture representative. They are subterranean society and silver-tongued, because Balin, like I said, all about that trade. They have underground adaptation. They are strong and resistant. The dwarves in Dragon Age cannot touch the Fade, so they cannot do magic. Lore changes over time, but we'll talk about that when the time comes as well. He himself is an economic warlord that likes empires with a stronger military, likes empires that trade, dislikes empires with a smaller domain, dislikes empires with a weaker economy. He is driven by war. He will never surrender. He seeks to exterminate and to expand. I also wanted to point out that I chose some of these personalities very carefully on who could one day join the Grey Warden Alliance and who can't. Just so you know, I did think about things. I thought about things far too long, some would argue. So we have a new rally in 2 turns. This rally should be full of very interesting choices for us to make, because we have quite a few vassals now. One of even the Fereldan, and we have some moles. These are YOLO moles, though. Not to the deep darkspawn. I've decided that we're not going to peace out with that free city of deep darkspawn. We're probably not going to befriend any of the darkspawn in the long run. But for now, most definitely. I can't quite get back to land. The other solution is to expand into the water. Can I do that? Maybe, possibly, roads? Vision? Enchantments and transformation cost less. You want to grant knowledge. That won't be bad eventually. We have a few, quite a few around us, actually. I want this as well. Alright, we're going to grab culture exchangers. So we're going to gain 4 knowledge per active wizard bond, treaty, or declaration, and gain 4 knowledge per trade treaty with free cities. Then I guess I'm grabbing both of these. So we now have +2 vision range and +2 sensing range, and of course we can build roads. Road gore! Some things never change. Okay. I wonder if I can actually reach this far before this goes up. I don't think I can. Science? No science. Oh, I have to choose. Farms are always good. Yeah. Too bad, so sad. We got some haste berries. And we can get our next hero, but I can't afford them. Rivalry between Alistair and the Architect. Not surprising. Good. Loyalty is moving with Helix Hold. We have Vassalized Slam Pit, another YOLO mole. I wonder if I should... You know what I should? Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. We can strengthen this. So now we instantly have this as a vassal, and that will be added to the next rally. Aha! And we have our Rainbow Clover. Good, a diplomatic approach will assure victory. I am pleased that you have seen the true colors of my rival, Liliana. She deserves nothing more. That's an interesting combination. You think befriending Helix Hold will help secure your path to victory? Good, a diplomatic approach will assure victory. There's some fun stories with Liliana. Oh, Helix Hold, you have a fun city. And it's next to Liliana. We could integrate this city. Un, da, trois. No. Yeah, so if we integrated this city, boop, boop, we could do some aggressive expansionism. That's always a fun time. I'm not going to cast any spells because I am waiting for the crypt to come up, and then I'll be able to resurrect Villana. We can save our gold for building stuff, which is kind of important right now. Unfortunately, I did use most of my ties, which will be important. But I wanted to save the story about the Exalted March for when we met Mr. Balin Adukin. Because after the events of Origin, there are actually 2 instances that can occur in Orzammar that lead Divine Justinia to considering an Exalted March. Of course, it never happened because the story went in other directions. But if you support a certain dwarven researcher who is fascinated with magic and let her go to the tower, she will continue her research and, ooh, I kind of need these up soon-ish. She'll continue her research and find out new stuff about lyrium, which is like a magical ore, is it? Would you call it an ore, possibly? I guess I'm just going to get this for the boost. I didn't need it for that boost. Whatever, that's what I built. And because of that, the consequence of that studying eventually leads to people trying to build an independent magic academy of sorts in Orzammar, near the lyrium, outside of the Templars' control. And so she's like, nope, not allowed. Yeah, we'll save the mercenary. It's fine. And there's another instance where there's a side quest where you can help. There's a dwarven convert to the Chantry who wants to set up a... Oh, my front line is limited, isn't it? Oh, yes, it is. And this convert wants to set up basically a Chantry base of sorts. Forgot, you are not a melee character. And basically he gets beaten to death. And his what were they called? Congregation gets like expelled or almost also beaten to death or something. And anyway, they're like, no, we'll defend our dwarven converts and consider... I think I should move out of the way, but I think I should stay in the way as well. And they consider an Exalted March. Again, obviously it never happens, but I think he has 100 and full protection. He's gonna hit hard. I could have stunned him first, but now I can reset. I think you have more models. Whatever. I'm just trying to get the anti-large going, you know? I don't think they knew about the Anvil of the Void. They just knew that that Golem production was coming back. And they didn't really know exactly what that entailed. Fools. We know, though. There's a sound effect happening. It's not a great one, though. This is our Houndmaster, who got rooted. Okay. We did it! I am kind of mad that Morgan... Oh, I can aim this. Cool. Kind of mad that Morgan is a levy. But I'll get over it. Eventually. It does also add potential for what she can do. Because she technically heals more. And she'll do more. She'll mark them as engaged by levies. I think we wait. This should be ending this turn. We shall wait with bated breath. Come face me. Okay, I got mass mobilized. Great. That was the incorrect choice. I guess the good news is having Morgan as a... As a Wizard King means I can cast 2 spells. That's fun. The 0 movement's not fun. But Morgan's fun. Which, let's be honest, we all knew she was fun. How bad is it? Oh, it's pretty bad. But I mean, it's worse for them, isn't it? Because they're all melee. Well. Most of my units that can move are melee as well. I don't want to use mana. I have to. Sunder them a little bit. Can I reach? Oh, I can. Nice. Can I engage them first? I guess I can. Again, I'm taking an unnecessary hit, but it is just temporary health. We'll triple speed this. It's not a very exciting fight. I'm just trying to save a life. You know? Wow. Good job, 90%. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, Morgan has a really funny reaction to the anvil, because she encourages the player to pursue all sorts of knowledge and power. And the anvil is something that she encourages, but you can actually say, okay, Morgan, we'll restore the anvil, but you'll have to be the first golem. And then she'll go, on second thoughts. How about no? The anvil does have a funny zero-sum result to it, though, because the... Ooh, who do I restore? Maybe I just kill that. I can do both. The creator of the anvil, Fereldan, is still there because he forged himself into a golem to understand what it meant to become a golem, and he wants you to destroy it, of course, because a golem can't touch the anvil. Clever precaution, I suppose. And Bronca, of course, wants to take the anvil. So you can either side with Fereldan and defeat Bronca. I think Oghren tries to defend Bronca, I think. You can persuade him if you have enough persuasion or something. But when it's all said and done, you can convince Bronca the anvil isn't worth it anyway. Because she sacrificed literally everything to get there. So... it's like, hey, I can join Fereldan and then he destroys himself in the anvil. Or I can join Bronca and then convince her to destroy herself anyway. You know? But it is time for our first Tier 2 Tome. I, of course, joined Bronca and kept the anvil alive, which is why we're talking about it. And we need a 2-element nature tome for my math. So we can go fertility or we can go glades. And I was thinking about going glades just so we had a ranged unit that wasn't the gunner. Because, again, guns weren't really a thing. Archers are pretty strong. Kind of. Sort of. Bard was fun. Or we could go for Tome of Fertility, and I was thinking about this one because, well, it's fun. Also, I think we can use Restore the Land to cleanse Swamp, Chasm, Snow, Ice, Ash on Sand, Cavern, Forest, Stalagmites, and Gloom. Gloom, but not Sunless. That is unfortunate. I also never go fertility. And there's a really funny reference with the nymph that is relevant-ish. Let's go fertility.
Life, I would say, always finds a way. From the depths of the deepest ocean to the crags of the highest mountain, nature's fertile blessing flourishes and grows. The truly wise will harness this power and sow seeds of growth and healing throughout their lands.
Staves of Life is interesting. I don't actually remember the last time I've ever used this enchantment, but I do like it. The hero version of this. But Blossom of Life would be really strong for us right now. Because we're kind of struggling with healing with our single target healers. Although when we get nymphs up and running, we won't really need them. Can I resurrect our friend? No! Do we just wait? I think we can just wait. So let's get growth money into growth. We'll grab a breacher. Oh my goodness, that is expensive. Empire development skills are available. What do we got? War infrastructure, some basic stuff. Finders Keepers. I think Finders Keepers is running out of its usefulness because we've explored quite a lot of the map. So we'll grab Wonder Reavers when the time comes. Friendship was declared with who? Satu Hawk. It's me. Me likes me. What a shock. Aha. You fool. No. I don't have enough of this. I will... Actually, hold on. I can get enough for this. Ooh, a new rally. An Inquisitor. A Mole Inquisitor. We form our own Inquisition. Ooh, let's get a Knight of Fereldan. Yes. Gotta be honest, I'm not overly impressed with our options here. Fury might be okay. I love the Mage Locks so much, but I really want to minimize my utilization of them because they're not very lore friendly. You know what, we'll get an Inquisitor to join us. Recruit to own city. Join us. Using favor, we can get them in for no cost, but of course we will have to pay their upkeep, which is a thing. Math. I think I can cast City Wards and that's it. Okay. Oh, whatever. Hold off. I'm going to have to cast... Oh, I need more mana. It's not mana, but I appreciate the pickup. That's not mana either. Ah, the final friends! And the reference with the nymph. Greetings, Warden Commander Fabe, the hero of Fereldan. May wisdom guide your path in this realm. My friends, the 9th and final frenemy, the Lady of the Forests. The Lady of the Forest is the spirit of the Brazilian forest that was cast into the body of a great white wolf named Witherfang by Keeper Zathrian of the Fereldan Dalish, and her only purpose was to bring suffering upon those who slew his children. The suffering that she inflicted was the werewolf curse, and centuries had passed by the time the Grey Warden was hired to slay her. In an act of fascination, the Grey Warden persuaded the lady to instead slay the Dalish, who had caused her and the werewolves she now cared for to suffer. In exchange, the werewolves would fight the blight in the Dalish's stead. With the Zathrian dead, there is no hope for a cure, or for the end the lady so desperately desired. And that realization has begun to unravel her control over the werewolves. Every day their bestial tendencies overtake their past humanity. Every day the Lady of the Forest's unstable power grows greater. Was it worth it to be the first to lead a werewolf army? Yes, it was. So this is a fun storyline when recruiting the Dalish elves. They thought that their keeper Zathrian had found their old immortality, but in fact he had bound his lifespan to a curse so that he could eternally curse humanity for slaying his children. And worse, but we don't need to get into that. However, that kind of came back to bite him in the butt because the werewolf curse had begun affecting the Dalish. And, you'll unravel that mystery. And the true good ending is to get Zathrian to accept, okay, it's over. We're done. Because he's been alive for like several human generations now. And he ends his lifespan. It ends the curse. The Lady of the Forest disappears. And the werewolves all convert back to humans. Or you can either choose either extreme, where you with the Dalish, you kill Witherfang, rip out her heart, and then just use it to cure the incidents as they occur, and the werewolf curse lingers. Or you can convince the werewolves to kill all the Dalish, which I did, which is why I had to bring Meryl back from the Free Marches. But the Brazilian werewolves are a primal Sylvan cult representative that are ritual cannibals and druidic terraformers. She's a spirit of the forest, and they are losing control, so they're cannibals, I guess. They have pack tactics, strong, hardy, athletics, and they are careless, because they're losing their minds. Even into the times of Origins, only the stronger werewolves could retain their sanity beyond the lady's presence, but the ones that were, really losing themselves, they were only calm when the lady was nearby. She herself is a protective sage. She likes empires that have summoned units. She likes empires with vassals. She dislikes empires with a larger domain. She dislikes empires that start wars. Her strategy is that she favors treaties. All wars must be justified. She likes to explore. And she likes to expand. So that is all of our friends. We've met them all. That actually was faster than I thought it would be. Duchess Shawnee, Steward of the Free City Penway, bows deeply to you, clearly aware of your reputation. Why, thank you, noble humans. As a new free city we've encountered, you should get a stone. Sorry, lady. I'm gonna take your stuff. I feel like I had a thought before we met the Lady of the Forest. She's incredibly attractive. The lady. That's a wizard tower, isn't it? Completely lost my thought. But I did want to find a way. I don't know if you can remove Sunless. Okay, there's gloom here. That's from an infestation, though. But, there's a lore bit. I don't know if this was added after Awakening. I think it was. In like a book or a comic or something. But the architect, apparently, his first plan to save the world from the blights was to blight the rest of the world. Should I do something? Here, let me resurrect our friend before I do anything else. Welcome back, Velana. I need you to look over the city. Don't worry, Morgan. We'll get you a city soon. I think I am going to go with the idea of building the crossroads. because I think that would be fun. Nice. Very well done. I don't know. There's an invasion coming from here, apparently. Sometime. Possibly. Conceivably. Do I wait? We are going to get our vassal units. And I am still healing. Okay, we'll keep healing. Healing good. Healing great. Yeah, so the architect was planning to blight the world. That was his idea. There's a lot of fun little lore bits about like what the theories were if they ever managed to kill, like finish all the blights. Because the blights happen when an archdemon is birthed. And there were only 7 dragon gods. So I think we just followed the astral thing for everybody. So, you know, logically speaking, that would mean there would be 7 blights. We're going to get the channeling ritual just so it's free. Attacks deal physical damage. But it's a ritual. It's not an attack. And we'll probably just go Withering. I always go down this side. I just prefer it, I think. But maybe... She went Boom Boom. Fire's fine. It was pretty popular. What if we... You know what? Let's try this side. We'll see how it does. Balin has crossed you, okay. Rivalry is ended. That was fast. Wait, no. Go back. Okay, we have declared rivalry, so I guess that's good enough. Our vassalage grows. Our entire economy is presently being propped up by the vassalage. So. Things to consider. Hello, Supreme Vassal. I'm considering some mana. Food's good too. We'll go with gold though. We don't want to spend until we have a more, you know, more income of favors. I don't think we want to spend a bunch of them. I have a 1 mana to my name. Un solamente. I was thinking about building the crossroads here. That is very close to my vassal, but they'll get over it. And then I can go down here if I have to. So honestly, Velana, maybe you should go back that way. I have a lot of money. When did that happen? Forced March. 12 turns? Ugh. Gross. I don't remember exactly, again, what that source was for the architect, but it's obviously a terrible plan, and the people he convinced to help him, all but one betrayed him. Because it's a terrible plan. Yeah, I think it's going to be up here. And then the vigils keep an Amaranth and keep expanding this way. That sounds good. Correct. Decent. I just need to wallow you up there before anything too bad happens. I was really hoping to be able to purchase one of these this turn. Maybe we still can. My king. Uh-oh. Witherfang doesn't hate me, right? Boo. Boo. Hey. Okay, who do you want information on the most, my lady? Not ideal, but I'll take it. Now, Royal Bastard. Ooh. That's not a lot. There's a funny dialogue that you can do. Well, the dialogue happens regardless, because Alice would be like, hey, there's something I haven't told you about. That seems pretty good. They did nerf trading stuff quite heavily. But we'll do our best. Yeah, there's a funny dialogue where Alistair reveals that he is the illegitimate son of the previous king. The previous king. King Kaelin was his half-brother. And one of the funnier responses are, "So, you're a royal bastard." He's like, "Yeah, technically." Oh, I want a one-turn blood cultist. Yeah, that sounds good. But I also want the nymph. Nymph's a summon, though. Can I afford that? Not really. We can lock it. We'll lock it. Okay, now we can actually start casting stuff. I think. We're growing. So we'll build that. I actually have quite a lot of money right now. Probably because I'm not really building an army too much. Let's get some mana. I won't be able to really annex this lava terrain for a while. I did think of a way to get around it, but it's gonna be a hot minute. Because it's gonna have to be post tier 5, unfortunately. That is a lot of... Really? A lot of boats. I'm on a boat. We do have our AoE heal now. 2 hex radius is quite large. What is this? Oh, it's the wisps. I forgot they have wings. Okay. Let's position ourselves best we can. I wouldn't call this best we can, but we are positioning ourselves. Why can I move so far? Huh. Is it just me? I feel like I have a lot of movement. Not that I'm complaining, of course. Wow. Oh, you're Naga. Interesting. Very interesting. Wow. They got owned. I will throw that. I probably shouldn't have done that. In fact, I assure you I should have done that, but that's okay. Happens to the best of us. You are no longer exerting... Are these not support units? No. Do you know how long it's been since I've seen a Nemu? Kind of forgot they existed for a second. So Morrigan got rooted. Thankfully this only does enemies, okay. Although we are on fire. Okay, if the guns can shoot the gun... Oh, no. And it is stunned, we can deal with it next turn. Can I displace? I don't think I can. No. But I need to go in defense mode. That is worth noting. Oh. We will remain here in defense mode. Good. Okay. So what should I yap about? I do have a few corrections from the first video. Thanks for pointing out the mistakes. I do lose this guy anyway, okay. I didn't want to run into the same sort of thing that happened last time. Where... Oh. Good enough. I just sat here waiting around for them to be not immobilized, and they weren't ever not immobilized. So, whoopsies. Whatever. But one of the main corrections was the Amaranthine is not the noble human origins territory. That's Highever, which is Amaranthine's neighbor. And Amaranthine belonged to Arl Howe, who betrayed Highever and basically, like, killed them all. Which is why I said that the story didn't really feel like it had a satisfying conclusion. It's a revenge story. And I feel like there's maybe just like one special line for the noble when you confront Howe. Maybe there's more, but I feel like there's not. No sound. Nothing. Can you survive? It'd be very unfortunate if you die as well. Okay. You made it! With the fire and the flames we carry on. And ironically, I knew that. I got it right where it matters. And we'll see that later. I don't know if I'll see it today, but eventually. And I was thinking, I couldn't remember if you can become King of Fereldan. Because I mentioned becoming Queen of Fereldan. Which is playing as the noble human origin and then marrying King Alistair. But for some reason, I don't think you can become a king. Because Alistair provides the legitimacy to the queen he would marry if you organized that. But maybe she has enough legitimacy anyway? If you're playing as the noble human male? I don't remember. Huh. Because you'd have to... You can turn Inora entirely against Loghain. But I think if you want to marry her, you have to spare him. And it's very difficult to get Alistair to hang around if you spare him. In fact, I don't think you can. You can? I've heard you can, but I've never seen it myself. Oh, you also slip away. Of course. You didn't slip away very far, though. Alright. Well, we lost a unit, but that's okay. Wow, you don't like rocks. Why do you all have slur? His own. Okay. Oh, great. Big Abe. Cool. Unfortunately, we lost that unit, but I think we took less damage. The Ritual Dagger. You want a Ritual Dagger, Fabe? I think this sacrifices your life, right? 30 damage? Yikes. That's definitely a modded item. Great modded item. Refresh all ability cooldowns. Gain elemental focus. Focus! I know. Being able to refresh this is pretty good. Did I say can't be refreshed? Oh. The more you learn. Sato has declared rivalry with Merrill. Oh. Why are there so many pirates? Yahar. Mimeti. Where do I want the city? Not here. Probably like here. Then I can use this node. I can restore this node. I can buy this if I want to. Okay. Sure. Kind of surprised no one has, That is boost this. Boost. Sure. Declared a war yet. The islands will sometimes delay that, but we are only turn 30. Like, I've taken a lot of time to clear all this crap out of my area. Hi, world threat, yay. Another correction is that the Qun is, like... It was too simple to explain it as, like, communism, religious communism. It's a mixture of things. It's kind of like a caste system, kind of like feudalism, elements of communism. It's very interesting. Of course, there's also been retcons, so I don't know. Apparently the most recent game, which we are largely ignoring. No, we're entirely ignoring. Changed it. After a period of upheaval, a world seedling from a distant world has taken root, spawning a new world tree. Peace returns within the realm and balance is restored, as is nature's wont. Your troops may once again traverse the woodlands safely and unhindered. Yet for all the turmoil the world seedling caused, you may have an opportunity to benefit from the woody incursion. Will you restore your lands claimed by forest, or is it more appealing to learn new power over nature? The forests are here to stay, yielding us timber. Timber! So Meryl gets the wonder. So the aspirant knight. We can do something very interesting with this. Because we produce experience per turn with the Federate Levy, if we put him in an army with mostly soldiers, with a champion, you should get quite a lot of experience per turn. And hopefully will become a tier 4 unit sooner rather than later. I'm just gonna do this for the city. I'm gonna build the crossroads. I think I said that already. Sorry, Nymph, you're gonna have to wait one more turn. Okay, we're casting some spells. This one first, I think. Defense. So anyway, the reason I talked about blighting the worlds was because the vampire lords spread this sunless terrain, which, like I said, I think is almost impossible to get rid of without, like, destroying the presence. Like, the source of it. Knowledge. Sacred knowledge. So that's why I thought the Vampire Lords would be a funny thing. Oh, we get to choose world map or combat costing points. It's probably going to be combat, because we're not going to get up to this for, like, an eternity. We will have a bit of shadow, but I don't think we'll have a lot of shadow. Balin the Dukin has withdrawn. You at war? Nope. You just died. Okay. Let it be known that Alistair has crossed you. Sorry. We're gonna steal another vassal. You're angering me, Fabe. I'm warning you. If you keep going like this, I will see an end to your reign. Right here. Oh, really? 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 Alistair, you're driving such a hard bargain. Would it be funny if I sold him an item to get gold? Oh. You're 800 friendly. Why are you driving such a hard bargain for this? I just wanted to see if you had your hero, and then I could talk... Oh, you are stealing the gates. Then I could talk more openly about your marriage situation. Probably gives it away. Oath Warden Yashifu, Oath Seeker, the Free City Everflame greets you formally. The honor guard of the gracious champions. Flank her. Okay. This belongs to Alistair. I can't rob him of that one. I would try, but alas. The unit we lost was a... What's our levy situation? 1, 2, 3, 4. I quite like Soothers. I have a lot of supports, though. Cost 12. No. We'll just replace the Pistolier that we lost. I'll get a Soother, too. No, I won't. I thought about it. Oh, I could have if I got that pickup. That's fine. No big deal. I suppose now that we're on the second episode, which, by the way, if you're still watching, thanks. I hope you're enjoying the series. And if you are, why not like the video? It just helps out the channel. I could talk a little bit more about the game we're ignoring. Because it did have some interesting... Huh. I have a lot of questions. Is he... Are you... That's expensive. He's rushing this breached gate, and I don't think I can do a bloody thing about it. That's not entirely true. He can't take it. It takes 3 turns. This Pirate Cove is going to be a pain. Do I ever think I'm strong enough? Not really. Okay. We have 1 support unit and like half a support unit in Morrigan. So I can walk into its domain and see what it does. Like, it should attack me with one of these things, and then we can assess the situation from there. Velena, you might need to stay here for a second. I had a thought. They were talking about the thing we're not going to talk about. This actually could be really helpful. I was holding on to the Nymph forever, but I think we have to take the Temple of Vitality. Don't worry, I'll hold on to this thought. We're casting the Abjurer Glyphs, an enchantment for skirmishers, range, support, and battle mage units, granting battle shields. So whenever they drop below 60% health, they will gain precognition, which will block the next attack. And then at 30%, they'll gain it once again to block the next attack. This provides some defense for units that typically don't have a whole lot of it. It's very good. This is also very good. These both don't affect a lot of units, but I think we should still cost them. The rules negotiating with Vartriv. How are we doing? We're doing just fine. We're gonna win. We're gonna win that race. We're going to do it. So, the most recent game is a middling fantasy RPG and an absolutely atrocious Dragon Age game. And I think almost all of the blame for that can be placed on the writers. But they did, I will give them one iota of grace. Okay, not bad. Which is that the game started as a live service type development. I think this is fine if we cast the 2-hex thingy-majiggy that we unlocked. Yeah, that's a little sus. And then pivoted. And I'm not sure why. I heard the rumor that... Well, there are two rumors. I don't know if this will be good for you, but you can take this. Actually, there were two main ones. No. One... I think this will be good because we stack under defense. Also concentration attacks. I think he went this one. This will be interesting. So, magical attacks and abilities will inflict +1 electrified, burning, or thunder defense against targets that are already affected by that status effect. So our magic attack doesn't have to apply these, but if they already have it, it'll do more. This effect also counts for a status effect inflicted by the same attack. Okay, cool. So this will also double burning. Interesting. The rumors were around the less than spectacular. Holy crap. Oh, these are architects. They can't cast their Tesseract on water, though. They also don't get a super heal because they're non-culture. This might be okay. I'm making this excessively difficult for myself, but here we go. Yeah, like, around that same time, Anthem was failing. And it has since been shut down, so consider it failed. And, the recent success of certain single-player games, such as Jedi Order, Survivor Order, whatever. Jedi Survivor. Fallen Order, that's the name. Had them, the EA executives reconsidering blah, 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 blah. So those are the two primary reasons that they did the hard switch. Which, of course, wasn't good for anyone. But the content of the game would still be better if, you know, there were writers. There is our tier 3 unit, the Breacher. This is unique to the Federate Reavers. This is our version of the Dragoon, and I like this one better. It is a magic fighter, so it has the magical attacks that repeats, of course. And it has the Breaching Shot, which is a new type of weapon. It's a 1-hex radius magic gun, basically. It inflicts under defense and a resistance. Breaches, so it ignores partial resistance, and then there's the casualty thing. So this should be... Wait, no. That's just for Morgan's abilities. That'd be OP if you could double its stuff. This might be a blood ritual angle, too. Come, join in the blood ritual. Which the Grey Wardens did in Inquisition. Much to their folly, but it is what it is. I approve. Even though they almost destroyed the entire Orlesian Order of Grey Wardens. I wonder if it's good news that's... Do we want to go in or do we want to wait? I was thinking, I wonder if it's good news if we aren't being immobilized anymore, because they would suffer from it far worse than we would. I don't really want to go in. You're a shock unit. You're an archer. No, you're a spellblade with a bow for reasons beyond mortal comprehension. What if we... That's fun, isn't it? That's fun. I like this idea. Yeah. Here's our Inquisitor. Da 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 da. We just want to tie them up as much as we can. And, like, pivot our forces this way, so we aren't really surrounded. Good decisive. Here. You're a tier 3 unit with full health. Beat him up! But one of the greatest sins they committed was canonizing events. One of the great things about Dragon Age has always been that it followed your choices. Now, if you really want to be pessimistic, you could argue that it's one of those illusion of choice things. But then you really start to nitpick. So my point stands is what I'm saying. I'm a little worried about this knight. He just joined us. I could keep him safe. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. Don't friendly fire. Thank you. Good job, Fab. But, yeah, so... Oh, there are actually a lot of sins they made in the most recent one. Ugh. Ruining character personalities, canonizing events... ruining basically all of the bad characters that had already existed by creating some super mastermind evil overarching plots. Kind of like the jailer from WoW, but dumber, if that's possible. Ugh. I don't want to think too much longer about it. So instead, I'm just going to continue my thought about the whole things are important. Ooh. Yeah, so your choices you made have always been very important, and they've carried them on decently well. Even in Inquisition, which was okay, it had good elements to it, even though its gameplay was quite... someone described it well. What did they say? Aggressively mid. But it had some very interesting plot points. To longtime Dragon Age fans. And like I said, even they respected your choices for the most part. But that carrying on your choices has proven to be very difficult. There was an interesting... Was it a book or a panel or something? Where the devs talked about how the Warden has become, like, almost sacred. And so they weren't really sure what to do with the Warden. A really interesting idea that they had, there's even art for this, like really early concept art, was turning the Warden into, like, a leper king. Where, because in Inquisition, he's trying to find a cure to the Grey Warden's calling. Which is like at the end of their life, they hear the song of the Darkspawn, and they're like, alright, the end's coming. I'm going to go into the deep roads and kill as many Darkspawn as possible before I die. It's kind of baller if you think about it. But, the idea that this developer had was that obviously he failed in finding a way to cleanse the calling, but he resisted it. And just the act of resisting it for so many decades at that point had, like, twisted him into something like a leper. And he said that that idea was not very well received at BioWare. And I can't help but wonder if BioWare at the time didn't like it, suggest that it was a good idea. It's like the, what's the Krugum philosophy or something? Dunning theory? There's like this economist. Well, I don't even know how he got famous, but basically people got rich by just doing the opposite of what he said. You tried to execute my guy? That's my Inquisitor. Rude? Wow, you can go not the direction I thought you could. Welcome to the fray! But, yeah. I am... They shan't be forgiven. Is this a... No, it is a bastion. Look at that. In fact, BioWare kind of answers an age-old philosophical question called the Ship of Theseus, which is the idea that if there's a ship and you replace every single part of the ship... I want to stun the other guy, but I'll just kill you in a second. If you replace every part of the ship, every nail, every board, every sail, would it still be the Ship of Theseus? Or would it become something entirely new? And they've answered that question, that it would not be the Ship of Theseus. Because I don't think there's a single developer left at BioWare that worked on their, like, OG projects. Like Origins. Like Mass Effect 1 and 2. Like Jade Empire. Baldur's Gate. Couture. So in that regard, they're like an entirely new Ship of Theseus. I think I heal this guy. It's nice to at least do something useful. And answer a philosophical quandary for us. Yeah, I'm gonna heal him. Okay. I will say, I am less upset about Mass Effect 3 than... Hey, goodbye. Like, I'm not really mad about Mass Effect 3. My only gripe with Mass Effect 3 is that when it came out, the ending did not feel good. I have heard that they've improved it a bit for the collection thingy. But it was memed on pretty hard. Blintz. What are you doing? I think I have to stay here until... I mean, even if... Blint, what are you doing? Here, go help him. Go help Valena. Oh, I should have cast this first. It's fine. So now our Battle Mage, Support, and Magic Fighter units are going to gain +1 defense and +2 resistance. More defenses for units that usually don't have it. Very good. Also, I can sell some of these corpses. We don't really need these hanging around. Rivalry between Witherfang and Hawk. Another ruler was announced. Blint has crossed Meryl. That's fine. Satu has crossed you. A Whispering Stone is returned because Safeward is now a supreme vassal that can be integrated if I so desire. Do I think befriending safe word will help secure my path to victory? Yeah, because vassal spam is OP. Words. Who are you? The gracious evokers. Oh. Oh, you were right here all along. Interesting. And then we're going to start spamming the city wards, I think. I think that's the plan. We can get a second breacher. I don't want to use too many guns, but the breach cannon's like a lyrium thing, we'll say. Although lyrium is blue. Except for that one lyrium that's red. Which is like, I'm sure they retconned it again, but the original thing of red lyrium is that it was lyrium that was tainted by the Darkspawn taint. Which became vaguer and vaguer. Vaguer and vaguer? More vague as time went on. But that's from Dragon Age 2, which also had incredibly troubled development. But because the writers were better, they still managed to deliver a pretty good story. Oh, and speaking of Dragon Age 2, Balin is in it, if Balin is the king in Dragon Age Origins. See, continuity of story. And basically his involvement is that he is literally purging the entirety of the Harrowmont family. Like, he got the crown, he won, and he's still purging them all. And you find his, like, distant nephew or something who's running away, and he asks for Hawk's help. Your troops engage the Kraken and its minions, but they cower in fear rather than put up a fight. Even with the freedom of the depths below them, the creatures tense up and remain frozen with their eyes wide open and fixed upon your troops. The only sound coming from them is the occasional splash of water as they fearfully await their fate. Do you let the scared Kraken and other creatures go, or attack them? Regardless. Go, creature of the deep. And bother me no more. Why can I move over this all of a sudden? And bother me no more. I guess the difficult movement thing is embarking, right? Not disembarking. I probably shouldn't get this soon. Acknowledge. Healing. Glorious healing. Welcome to the Crossroads. And because it's the Crossroads, it's gonna have to be Morrigan. So this is from Dragon Age Inquisition, the Crossroads. What is your thing again? Collector. I see. Tier 2, Tier 2, Tier 2, Tier 2. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 2, Tier 3. So if I can just give you a Tier 2 weapon, like this Death Calling Sphere. Huzzah! We did it! Maybe it needs to take a turn? Maybe it'll take a turn. It'll be fine. But it's basically, the Crossroads was a place where all of the Illuvians, like, deposited you. It was literally a crossroad between the different Illuvians and reality and stuff. Where they could all travel together. And Morrigan, what are you doing? Is it an act of war? It is. Wait, so they're literally just biting the gate and leaving. I should have thought of that. It's really not worth it, I don't think. It would be nice to have our first gate for the Crossroads, but there's plenty for the Crossroads to do regardless. Second Focus is ready, giving our support and Battle Mage and Magic Fighter units some damage. Their attacks do +1 physical damage and have a chance to bleed. Effects are increased for single shots, like our lyrium cannons. Our lyrium hand cannons. Balin has declared rivalry. This is what I get for giving you the crown, huh? This is it. I kind of wish this system changed. Alright, you know what? I'm going to trade you this and use it to declare rivalry on you back. And you know what? I'm even going to fabricate a grievance too, just in case. You never know. Betrayer. Meryl Tullis has declared rivalry with Alistair. We're about to yoink this away from the Lady of the Forest, which is fine. Baroness Chania Shamal of the Free City Gomerun greets you with a nefarious sneer. It says they're evil, but they're neutral. That's fine. Neutral's acceptable. We'll start spamming out these city wards because we suddenly have mana to spare. Again, probably funded entirely from our vassalization. Oh. Look at that. Little baby spider. Should we... Where are you? Can you make your way here? You know what? If you can survive and make it back, I will permit your survival. Morgan could use a spider. Morgan's campaign was so long ago. So much has changed since then. Like, I'm pretty sure they didn't have ascension traits back then. I don't think they did. I could double check, but... So it just gave her Ascended Hunter. But, her campaign was carried by the Ice Spider. We got a very early Ice Spider hatchling and was able to evolve it into the Matriarch pretty quickly. Even though experience has changed a lot since then. Probably even easier than now. Temple of Fertility is in. It is time for our second tier 2 tome. Now, I didn't mention this earlier because I got distracted by other things we were talking about. But we have completed the first stage of the Empire of the Cosmos. For having one of every affinity, we gain plus 20 mana. And the tier 3 tomes will now have no affinity requirements. The next step is to have 2 of every affinity, which we're going to take our next step towards right now by grabbing the Tome of the Shades. This was reworked recently, so I wanted to try it out. And the Shade is basically the rogue class from Dragon Age. Seems good for me. So what does this do now? This raise target race in swirling shadows, granting them plus 10% evasion, fleeting, so they can't be stopped by zone of control. That's fun. And when this unit's HP drops below 60%, it becomes obscured, so it's harder to hit, and adjacent enemies have a chance to become blind. This used to be the thing that, like, if you hit them within 3 range of them, you had a chance to become blind automatically, and it was so infuriating.
Every seasoned assassin knows that swift execution yields the cleanest results. Factor in that most beings, including your target, are blind in the dark, and your course of action is obvious. Exploit that vulnerability and maximize your efficiency. Move through the shadows, cloak yourself in darkness, and ensure your target never sees when or where the fatal blow will fall.
This was changed too. Fang. Tax enchanted units deal plus 3 frost damage when flanking or attacking blind units. Effects are increased for single shots. Interesting. I kind of want all of this. I think we'll lock the Shade. There's a really funny scene in Dragon Age Awakening. Are these guys coming after me? I hope not. Where... Blink, can you go away? You're making me uncomfortable. Yikes. I think we'll just queue up some walls and maybe require a farm. Farm? I think farmer's the wise choice. Possibly. There's a scene in Awakening. You have a little bit of like base management going on in Awakening, which I thought was always really fun, although it was also kind of bugged in certain instances. There were some things you were able to do that I don't think you were supposed to be able to do. Like double dipping on where to send resources, but it's fine. But basically I can't remember what the context was for it, but you like needed the support of a group of merchants or nobility or something. And so you invited everyone to Vigil's Keep to, you know, have a chat. Talk about life. And we're just going to continue this direction. Don't see why not. And you have an option to basically keep your guests entertained, air quotes, for longer than intended. You're basically holding them as hostages to convince people to do what you want. And your advisor, the Seneschal's like, the Orlesian method it is then. There's a lot of great dialogue. The fact that I could remember after all this time is so good. So we're going to grab Unrelenting Elements for Morrigan. Attacks gain 20% damage against targets with Electrified, Burning, Frozen, Stunned, or Slowed. I think Frost suits her more, but we've got Fire. So we'll keep her free respec. Right? Yeah. Because an issue this type of build has is not having the higher signature tiers. Like, we still only have initiatives, I'm pretty sure. Gonna be close to an adept. Maybe. We're gonna grab Mastered Focus to improve our Ritual of Elements. Oh. I'm down. I think... Didn't the devs test this in the stream? I can give defense to Crossroads even though it doesn't have a wall? Maybe I can't. Ooh, the Right of Allegiance. Do I care, though? We're kind of just winning. Just give me one stability per unit tier of each friendly unit inside the city. Oh, this could be good. I feel like it's not... I definitely want Metropolitan. I'm kind of building around the idea of having Metropolitan Society. That's not Society, that's Plans. Mecca? Is it really this far down? Oh, I forgot they moved this. It's fine. We'll just grab this for now. This is fun. So basically we can force stability by just sitting people on top of it. And they'll also gain experience along the way. Like, Villano's going to level up just for free. Okay. They haven't died again. Let me know that Blint is not to be trusted. I completely agree with you there. We are in lock and step on that. Alistair butts heads with Morgan a lot, so he's not a character that I usually get along with. But I will admit, even then, he is really funny. He's kind of like the comedic relief that turns into a super important character. And I feel like the balance of doing that has to be so careful. Do you think it's declaring war now? Flint, I don't like that you're in my domain. Wait, I can attack him without declaring, can't I? Because he's in my territory? Would I win? Oh, it doesn't work. I think that's what they discovered as well. And I just forgot. You are currently at war, and they will gain grievance as you attack them. I kind of want to do it anyway. He deserves it. Get out of here, Blint. I know where he's going. It's a risky battle. Really? Okay. I'm going to kill Blint. Oh no, a Darkspawn showed up at my door and I went to kill him. Who could have seen that coming? Just take a second to back up. I'm gonna drop my pylon. He has a shock weapon too. I don't remember what I made him. Probably something really annoying. I think I have to stay in this terrain. Interesting. Because I can cancel his, being in this terrain cancels the shock. Holy crap. Ah, that was my bad. Do I spawn another pylon? Kinda want to. Maybe he'll get distracted. Alright. What do you think, bud? Lol. Well. We're gonna have to deal with this eventually, so. I don't really see how delaying this. Could go well. Honestly, I'm not actually sure I could kill him now. I resisted the execute. That's fun. I mean, Volana doesn't do any damage. And he's poisonous? I might not be able to win this. The pylon just disappeared. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna win this. No! Holy crap. Bye. Sorry. We just engaged the dark spawn and died, so we're gonna leave. This is a good example, though, of why I like shock weapons. Bye. If he takes Volana's corpse... Oh, no, I think he did. Well. It's war. It's treason, then. Who are you? That's my bad. Oh, this is the architect's guy. Really? The architect's over here. Going for this gate, I'm assuming. Which means I can commit to destroying this monster den, or I can get the gate before him. I don't know why I thought I could win that. I really should have decided, you know, that's really scary. But here we are. Peripheral integration, no. Too late for this. Is it? Yeah, it's too late for this. Is it, though? Hmm. We'll just consider that the price of my mistake. I'm actually shocked he didn't kill her. Wait. You didn't see that. Where is she? We'll just say we did a special operation to reclaim her. Where'd she go? Think she'll be like back next turn or something? I don't know if I've ever done that. Huh. You shouldn't... Oh, hi! The fog monolith is here. Wait, do I have a free city here? Huh. So, fun fact. There are cases of werewolves showing up beyond the Lady of the Forest, but usually it's because it's a human who's become possessed by a hunger demon. And they become like werewolves. I am so unbelievably annoyed by this individual. I chose to save the world, and here he is ruining everything. For me. Oh, I have a claim on that. Where'd Valana go? Is she in here? The spider's gonna make it back. Are you really just running it down for this gate? Oh my goodness. Here's the architects. I gave you 2 custom heroes, and I don't see either of them. Message received. Oh. Ready to discuss the state of political... What do you want? You have a teleporter? I usually don't do province game packs, but maybe this will convince her to do a defensive back with me. Well, this sucks. If I could walk over lava, I could do this, but I'm pretty sure... Wait. New plan. Annoy him to death. You think I'm going to let you get that for free? Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Where's Valana? She's gone. She was here, and now she's not. I mean, I killed her. But I bought her back. We did a special secret mission to reclaim her corpse. Or she was imprisoned, right? It's a little different. We could use a quarry like that. I don't need... I'm going to shuffle this and see if she's in here. Hey, welcome back. See, it's like nothing happened. Is she not? Oh, really? You're going to count the mount slot? There we go. Okay. Well done, Morgan. So Morgan has completed her ambition. She's now a much better governor. As a Wizard King governor, getting some combat and world map costing points for us. I appreciate it. Giving us also 600 binding essence. And then she also has Equipment Mastery, gaining bonus HP per item tier equipped. Which has made her one of our tankier characters, actually. Well done. The Rose begun negotiating, but that's fine, because we're going to get this. I'm considering doing that. We have completed the Cosmoflux Elixir, so it was a good idea. Huzzah! Wow, Vassalization is really strong. We did minimal vassalization in the previous playthrough. Like 2. Finally! War! Maybe it's a good thing I didn't get that pact with her. Yeah, Blint's being Blint. Well, we're going to get 1 gate, so that's nice. I don't really need to spam this out. We're not really competing with anybody. I guess we could try and get Supreme Vassalage faster. For what it's worth. But because it doesn't have the interface, it's really annoying to do. Maybe just ignore it. Maybe just let it go. Another vampire spider hatchling? You know the rules. Oh, you are so far away. Alright, sorry, you're gonna have to go. I was if you could make it home, I'll keep you, but no. So we've just put the wisp on this, meaning that in order for the architect to take it, he's gonna have to attack it. Which I'm pretty sure he's unwilling to do. Yeah. The Crude Warden Commander. The alliance between the architect... Can you tell what I was doing with him? These are going to be really scary. The alliance between the architect and the warden was always very iffy. There's a few dialogues about it in... Is it 2 that Anders mentions it? Yeah, it has to be. It's terrifying. Can you just fly over to this? Great. No, I'm stuck wondering what to do. I kind of want to make an outpost here. Oh, it's a ruined Arcanium ore. Okay, never mind. You're going to get Fabe and this army into the water. So they can, you know, go around. And they can kill Blint. Ooh. I'll get my Arcanium ore after all. Huh? I'll get my Arcanium ore after all. It's a small world. Look at the spiders making it back. I'm so proud of you. Alright, Valana, I'm sorry I got your 1 unit killed. That was my bad. I had higher hopes for you. Oh, we're about to have a refresh, so we'll just chill. Living Shadows is in. So let's get a shade. And start casting that. The Crossroads can annex, and we are going to get a Forester. Ignoring nodes, again, as per my modus operandi. Let's get a Blood Cultist. Let's do it. Unfortunately, it's going to be in a facility with a bathhouse, but maybe it can be if we wait. We got a Silver Tongue Fruit again. We have a lot of those. Minimum skills available. We got the Outpost Expertise, which is usually pretty good, and the Metropolitan Plans, but I think we'll hold off on getting any of these for now. Aelin Adukin has returned to Orzammar. Liliana has crossed Witherfang, the lady. The lady's rivalry with Hawk has ended. That's good. Alistair has crossed the Architect. He is not to be trusted. The Architect has crossed Sathu. I sense a trend here. We do have rivalry, right? One-sided rivalry. Okay. Sure. Well, I guess it's good that I confirmed the mechanic of retrieving corpses works. I knew you could do it because I've done it before with entering into an alliance with somebody. You're still in my domain, Blintz. That is an army and a half. Jacques Vec is well defended. Okay, good to know. It got dark. Really? Once, an ancient curse created the undead on another world. Its echo now encroaches from the astral sea and envelops your world. The Eldritch Nebula, dubbed Melenis Kiss by seers, imprints a shared dream on the soldiers of your realm. A dream of menacing hunger and endless waking. A promise of unrelenting thraldom at the mercy of your rivals. Those slain in combat are imperiled by this curse to serve the masters of those they fight in undeath. All units have a 30% chance of turning slain non-undead enemies into zombies under your control this day after combat. Oh, these zombies cannot regenerate. Okay. Interesting. A double-edged sword. My troops must be vigilant. Yes. I think he's going to get out of my domain, and I won't be able to attack him unless I do something really dumb. I shouldn't do it. I really shouldn't. Revenge for Valena. It's time for Force March. So, Force March is scary. Basically, we pay some mana, take health damage, and become exhausted, meaning that we cannot recover in the world map and we cannot heal in combat. We got nothing. However, I think we'll be okay. Against just one target. Although he did do some vampire bullcrap. So maybe I should be a little concerned. I'm imagining he won't be able to reach me. I'm so glad that grazed. He is currently undying, so let's do something about that. Oh, that's unfortunate. He is no longer undying. Nice. Okay, now we're going to be pretty chill for a couple of turns. Oh, there's a gate down here. How did he know that? I'm pretty sure, yeah, to take this he'd have to declare war on me, so he wouldn't. He got that out of the way. That's fine. Was it worth it? I don't know. Don't know. I'd like some stone walls. I'd like the item forge as well. We have a lot of magical material courtesy of our vassal swarm. You know, normally I'm really quick to go research guild, scholar guild. And I think I want to. However, what if we go Seafarer? Blint has crossed you. Blint's crossed us all. We'll trade favor for food, sure. We're working our way towards supreme vassalage with everyone else too. We're the only one at Golmarudum, so that's fine. I can make a bounty. I don't care. The architect is mad. Alistair is happy. Satu's happy. Liliana's mad. A rally. Rock giants. What do we think? Oh, a liege guard. Oh, yes. They nerfed the liege guard, but I will take them. And a bronze golem? And a summoner? Okay, now we're getting some good units. I think I'll take these two. Subjugator would be good, but once we get the tier 4 units, we start paying Imperium upkeep, which I'm really not happy about. Oh, I can't afford them. Next turn, then? If I just... if I didn't do this, I'd be able to afford it. I could just take one... Oh, but wait, it's fine. I can afford them with gold. Expensive though they are. We get to say the Bronze Golem is a golem from the Dwarven Empire. Because they made good on their promise. If you do give them the Anvil of the Void, you can recruit golems in the final fight. Not a lot of them. There's really not a lot of them. Is it just 4? And honestly, the final fight is not so difficult that you need the allies, but they do help a lot. If you're not just blood magicking everything to death. I guess the dragon, the final fight, it does really help to have him. I kind of don't want to do anything. Oh, it's a lava one. Crap. How do you have a ruined ancient obelisk inside a shroud? That's fine. I mean, I guess we could do the thing. I think these need to be cleared. Probably. It is good, I suppose, that the ruined nodes aren't occupied. I mean, we're right underneath ourselves, right? Yeah. We could clear these and move on. It's gonna take a while. We could do the thing where we go in the gates and then teleport ourselves back. I think I'm going to. We'll explore this place a little bit. Okay. I'm not sure what to do about Jacques Vec. Honestly. I want to bring Morrigan for the Wonder. I want to bring you for the Wonder. Polymorph? Now we'll go fortune training. Yeah. That complicates matters. Alright, I'm gonna build the item tower. The item tower. The item forge. Which has complicated matters. Grab the Temple of Fertility. I really like this building. Because as we grow, we just get more growy. Oh, those are pretty good. I haven't decided. Oh, no, I have decided. I've totally decided, haven't I? I have totally decided. Oh, that's really good. This is not. Mr. Alistair. Can you give me some mana? Hopefully more mana than that. I'm sensing a lack of mana. Satu. Hawk. Thank you. We are stronger together, yes. I think I'm going to be able to afford the bear basic one. It's always good to make this trade if you can. Alright, I'll take it. Thank you, shopkeeper. Also, I think we got vision over Satu's domain. Can I find your... We met Irving. It's the only hero we've actually met. Did I not get vision over Kinlock? I did not get vision. You offer vision. Thank you. We've met Irving. It's the only hero we have met. But there's one more. Who's not in this stack? Why do you have a hero squad? Hawk, where is your husbando? There's you. Very nice. Fancy. I like it. Hawk's armor looks so good. But it's very, like, customized for her. So it's not really something that can really be replicated. I did my best. Kind of. I went with the inspiration approach. Raining Shadows would be pretty good, wouldn't it? It's a lot better than our other thing, but we can take Staves of Life. It's literally a 0 cost. Curse Reversal is also fantastic. This could be insane if we're being, like, bombarded with debuffs. But we can also go Bloodletting, because blood magic is fun. Raining Shadows is in. Living Shadows, excuse me. This is a minor transformation that is going to give us 10% evasion, fleeting, and then we will become obscured and chance to blind people whenever we drop below 60% health. If this is too crazy of an enchantment, I am going to hide it. Okay. Yes, I'm cool with the blood magic marks. No, I don't want the glowing black eyes. We have reached our max renown level because we have 40 plus fortification health. And now we have militarists. While army leader, all shield units, polearm units, shock units, and fighter units gain +1 defense. Good. Great. Good job, Fib. Mystical Seers, I'm glad we got that. Bounty has been posted to defeat the Derelict Workshop next to Hawk's domain. Negotiations are proceeding. And we've met the ponderous Bitumdra. The founder of Bitumdra appears before you, studiously massaging its chin. Then begins to speak on behalf of the free city. Lo and behold! Ah, you're Hawk's vassal. Why do I feel like Hawk is having a hard time? Do you not have a second city? Another vampire spider hatchling. Well, you know the rules. Flint's expanding, that can't be good. If you can make it home, you can join the squad. I don't think Hawk is having a good time. She does have a gate. I can't help but wonder if the gates are kind of confusing the AI. Although, to be fair, I will say... Oh, it is lagging, but run. Mystics have traditionally had a really hard time. Or everything's on a wyvern. Wyverns are a thing in Dragon Age Origins. Almost all the ones we encounter are with the dragon cult, though. The mystical Seer who spent some time in your domain has packed up and is ready to depart. He has come to find you to say his goodbyes in person. Profitable my stay was, very few regrets, now time to go. Would say hope we meet again, but I already know outcome. And with that, the Seer Ogre turns around and drives her cart out of sight. Wait, so the opening thing it says is a dude, and it says she's a chick when leaving. Interesting. I always thought it was a very ugly ogre. The man before you is as sober as the day he was born. You are still drinking. It's milk. It's brown. Oh no, it killed the knight. It's goat milk. It's brown. It was an ugly goat. I'm not a huge fan of the new God of War stuff, but I will admit it did have some really good dialogue stuff moments. But I was there, Gandalf. 3,000 years ago. The OG Kratos. My, how things change, Mr. Family Man. Did he walk right in front of me and then spawn a tower? Wow. Bold. It does spawn with all 3 charges now, though. AP. Well, that's not what I expected to happen. Just still gonna do the Blossom of Light. The circle. I definitely need to recharge somebody. Just gonna flank this guy. Boom. Then I'm gonna stab him real good. And then I'm gonna ask him to do it again. And then I'm gonna drop the rock on his face. Is that what I'm doing? I feel like it's more effective over here. Take him! This is a vassal. Levy. Okay, so we've engaged them both. I want to say our damage is incredibly insane. Wow. Take him. Couldn't resist. I might need to just drop the rock to kill this thing. Doesn't even kill it. Oh. Maybe we can try the Bolt of Judgment. Yikes. Alright, I'm dropping the rock. Behold. Nice. Got this done. This is friendly fire. Alright, roll the 70. Oh! Doggo! Forgot about that. From our Hound Master. That is very annoying, but... Oh yeah, we got blinding. Triggered. Good miss. Into a graze. I like it. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Bye, Felicia. Take aim. Boom! It was marked by the Warhound, which is currently at a legend rank. Oh yeah, I forgot that change came through. The summons will now share the rank of their summoner. So, our legendary Houndmaster is a little more useful than he might have been. Once upon a time. Oh, he's not legend. Huh. Awkward. Thought that's how it worked. Why are you... You're exalted? Huh. I have no idea then. Oh. Praise. Okay. I don't really want these zombies. Can I get rid of them? I was afraid of that. So, undead in Dragon Age. I have a... You'll be shocked, I'm sure, to learn that I have a bit of a rant about it. The undead are nothing new, but... I guess we're just uniting for funsies. They previously were like the creation of a spirit. And not just their own thing. However, I know what Tome is next. I have a cheat sheet, but I don't need to look at it because we're going Tome of the Warlord. However, well, finish in a second.
Much has changed since I first wrote of warlords during the Third Age. They remain formidable warriors and tacticians, calling out commands as steel clashes, training the very best in the gladiator pits. But today, there are those who stand above, those who employ them, and monstrous war golems to lay siege to entire empires. They have become the true sovereigns of war.
So going for Tome of the Warlord because the Grey Knights, this tome embodies them pretty well, like their philosophy-wise. Not philosophy-wise, but the idea behind Tome of the Warlord is like advanced martials, although it does tie a little into the chaos stuff. But that's what the Grey Knights really were. Like, they were advanced martial knights, kind of. So, yeah, I thought that this would be a pretty obvious tome, and it's a very powerful tome as well. And the Warlord, I think, is a good example, although he looks more like demonic or an infernal or anything. But, like, the whole command system he has, I think, is really indicative of a Warden commander, you know? So we do want one, but we don't really care right now because we're not tier 4 anyway. So we're going to grab the Relentless Might because it's fantastic. And I'm going to complain about one of my biggest gripes. In Dragon Age Inquisition, they abandoned blood magic for the player. In Origins Awakening and 2, you could learn blood magic. Oh, they don't care about that. This is whatever, too. I mean, this is okay. Not sure if it's worth trying Imperium right now. I'll think about it. And I think the idea behind that was they really wanted blood magic to be like an evil bad guy thing. Do I really only have one support unit right now? I'm going to have to fix that. But we have the Saves Life, so whenever a support unit attacks, it'll heal a nearby friendly unit for 15. Which isn't a lot, but, you know, it's just simple things in life. But if you ask me, I think it's because BioWare doesn't have the balls anymore to do evil things with their protagonists. Why does it have a fist next to it? They are shock weapons. I don't know. We could really say that I'm... Hey, I'm a blood magic user. Did you guys know? I'm trying to remember what the staves looked like in Dragon Age. They're not super fancy. At least the original ones aren't. Kind of like this one, isn't it? The Architect one? Or this one? I'm not even sure where this one came from. Cosmic's fun. Well, unfortunately, we can't go to tier 3 yet because we don't have any fragments. So we should probably keep this pretty simple. If possible. Overcharge casts. Wow. Subdue. Could be funny. Although we don't do any of those other effects. Sundering Curse. Ooh, Exposing Light. What class of magic would this be? I don't know. This is a fun one. Yeah. Illuminating Bloodletter. No. Radiance Cosmos. There you go. I don't know, just to be fun. I love Exposing Light. It's really one of the strongest parts about the High Culture, like as far as their cultural units go. Also, I now have enough thingies to get you two. Shame I had to wait a couple turns. But it is what it is. I made a mistake. Whoopsie Jules. Happens to the best of us. Hey, Redcliffe. I'm glad we have a... Why didn't the AI pick those up? I'm at a city. Wait, no, is this... Wait. Okay, we know where they went. This might be person. I had an idea to give Alistair Elisa Kusland, which is the noble human, as like a mistress type hero, but I decided against it. I originally had an idea to include all of the origins that I've played, but I was like, you know what? This is my time to shine. It is her. This is Alistair's custom hero. Didn't I give you this? Maybe I did. I might have given her this from her scene at the end of Origin, when she's in her battle armor, which doesn't look very battle-y on her, but that's fine. Queen Honora is King Alistair's ambivalent wife, a political marriage devised by the hero of Fereldan that combined Alistair's legitimacy with Honora's wisdom. While she was none too happy to lose her father Terran Loghain in the bargain, she ultimately agreed upon the assurance that she would share the crown's authority, unlike her one-sided marriage to King Kaelin. While Alistair and Honora were never truly happy in their marriage, Fereldan prospered under their joint rule, and they quickly became the most popular rulers to ever sit upon the throne. That's canonical, I think. I know people really liked Kaelin, but they had something of a golden age if you unite the two. Even though, again, they never really liked each other. And I believe if you're playing anyone but the female human noble, like if you're playing a female that's not a human noble, you can still romance Alistair, but you become his mistress. You can't actually take the throne unless you are of the Kusland family. So yeah, but Honora is like an insane political schemer. Like I said, she sacrifices her father, which is crazy. But must be done for power, I guess. We wanted to get this. That seems like a reasonable thing to do, doesn't it? It would take a while for Vigil's Keep to get down here. I guess I could restore this eventually. It is very slowly decreasing. I was debating going Farseer with Morrigan, or Explorer, excuse me. I wonder if we should do the Conjure Spirit for Morrigan. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Something different. Something different, he says, as if I didn't do the same build. Do we just go over the Breached Arcanum? Do we take the thingy? I don't have the Knight with me, which is sad. We should get out here, claim this, and then get out. But I could. I think I'm debating this a little too long. Just do it. And then we'll restore that eventually and it'll make back the money. Or eventually we'll just expand down here anyway. Does this work retroactively? Science. Nope. Darn. I don't have enough movement anymore. We're gonna have to force march. That's fine though. Kind of fine. So, we're gonna want... Do we just ignore the wisp? Oh, you're gonna want to go this way though. Okay. Here we go. You and your retinue approach the grand forbidden shrine, oh no, decorated with depictions of stern-looking Gotia. You hear eerie chanting coming from within and espy a group of hooded figures performing some sort of ritual. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream echoes at the temple. This group is summoning something big and otherworldly. Your companions swallow nervously as they look on, awaiting orders. you wonder if you should allow the summoning ritual to continue, or stop it before it is too late. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, that was interesting. Had a nice look inside. We're leaving. We are out of here. It was a nice thought. I appreciate it. We'll be back. Everything's so spooky. You know, technically, I didn't have to that's fine. Imagine this is going to move immediately, but no, I have to move it myself. Is it 500 to move it? I don't remember anymore. It is, isn't it? Just keep hanging out. It'll be fine. I slightly overreacted there. I wonder if we could even take the Mausoleum of Mages. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna grab this research post. Radiant Cosmos is in. Here you go. Have fun. Flint has returns. He wants me to destroy this astral rift. Whispery Shadow has returned because Helix Hold is a supreme vassal. Thanks for the income, bud. You're next. Just kidding. You're next. Who are you? Oh, no one's been over here. Interesting. I was insulted. Didn't tell me what the insult was. Magistrate Thanael Glorium of the Fist of Sirona acknowledges you with an elegant courtesy. Hail, great Fabe, the hero of Fereldan. The people of Sirona greet you and wish you well. We look forward to introducing you to our arts and culture so that you may taste of our opulence. Wow, you sound like Orlais, but you look like... not Orlais. Alright. Well, that wasn't quite what I, Are you over here? Oh, you're technically in the fog. Wait, can I do this? I don't know if I can actually get vision of them. I don't think I can. 1, 2, 3. Wait, maybe I can. There we go. Perfect. Thank you for your service. Alright, new climax planned. We're going to go to this breached gate. And we'll bring all of our heroes this time. Breach Arcanum. Is it 500? I think it is, isn't it? It's so expensive. I didn't think about that. That's fine. We'll be fine. Once we get the crossroads up and running, we'll have so many gates. And this has been bound as well. I guess I could check. It's 100. Nice. Okay. Is it always 100? I thought it was 500. I don't know why I thought that. Maybe it was originally. Maybe it's based on the stage of the game. Like the turn. I'm not sure, actually. Anyway, I'm glad it's 100, because the crossroads can now become the crossroads. Yep. Move the portal. Oh, you're so far away. Oh, I forgot. You're over here. Well. We're still exhausted, so kind of a moot point. Grab Elemental Mastery. This will make it so our Disciple of Flames gives us, nope, Earth gives us 4 physical protection, and basic attacks cause +2 physical damage. Very nice, very nice. Suppose we can step outside real quick. We're in our own home, chilling, vibing, healing, kind of. The city should be overwhelmed, though, with joy. Not really. Oh, stability's fallen farther than I thought. Blood Mage! Oh, you've expanded as well. Good. This is lava? Yeah, okay. Screw you, then. I'll keep expanding into the water. Which Vigil's Keep definitely had 0 connection to. But that's okay. I want to... Is this a fish farm? Or fishing ground? Nice. Remember, Velana is an agricultural governor, so we do really want to get her progress going. So we're dragging her over here. I'm not going to force march. Fishing grounds. Such a dangerous thing to do. Okay. Now what will polymorph? We probably won't use it, but you never know. We are under attack, Fabe. We hope that you will honor your oath. Hawk is calling for your aid in war against Liliana. Accepting gives you 9 grievance to use exactly. Declining give grievance against you. I would love to go to war with Liliana, but I don't... This is enough for moderates? Oh, I was ignoring those anyway. Crap. I wish I had done this. We do have minor justification, which means there's no penalty. I just had a funny idea. Alright, I will accept talk. What happened to your face? Very well, Fabe, the hero of Fereldan, says the gritted teeth. If it is a war you want, it is a war you will get. Call the banners. I have crossed you, yeah. So, here's a funny idea. What if I tell everyone to attack Liliana? What if the vassal army goes for the Exalted March? The intruder upon the realm of Fereldan. Let's find out. How many vassals are the syndicate, sir? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Can you survive 8 vassals, Liliana? As they come towards you? I'm a little worried about how aggressively... We'll go into this one. There's no lava here. Well, there's less lava here. A little concerned by how aggressively Meryl is moving. I was worried about playing against a Nomad anyway. Because, you know, they suck up the resources. You know, half the resources are already ruined. That probably sucks. If you're playing as a Nomad. Like your goal is to slurp up. Are you still exhausted? No, okay. Just need a moment. Okay, we're going to take a moment for everyone to get their bearings. And then we're going to go. already have a blood mage.
Huh?
Da 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 da. Okay. Bring it out, Wisp. Good. Smite is in. Shadow weapons. Could be good. Conqueror's Edict could be better. Crossroads can annex. Ooh, we're moving in then. Let's go. We're healing. Guess we don't need everyone in here. Oh, we definitely don't want the knight in her army. Oh, it's in it's in Fabe's army. Nope, it's in her army. This is the Houndmaster. Yeah, we want this in Fabe's army. Oh, ironically, Morrigan never got along with Bark Spawn, did she? If we named him Best Boy. Or Good Boy? Or Bjorn. I can't quite... That seems good. Remember. I also want this. So we're going to grab Wonder Reaver so we gain now Legendary Clear and Ancient Wonder, which we're about to do. And we're going to grow Extracted Essence so we gain 2 mana per unit tier of units killed in combat. It's kind of like the Battlefield looting, but for mana. Which I always liked. Liliana has crossed you. Okay. Alistair has crossed you. Unfortunate. A rivalry has been declared on me by Witherfang. Interesting. Negotiations have begun. Probably because we're... No, it's from by Liliana. Okay, well, let's just shore this. Liliana's also Order, so she will have the same tricks I do. 1 less stone, however. No, she's Order. I don't remember entirely her skill tree. I just know that she's Order. Ooh. Look at that. I do remember the entirety of her tree, though, because it's really funny. There's a reason her personality is Demonic Warlord. I remember his tree as well. Economic Warlord fits him really well with what I did with him. I did some weird stuff with Alistair, but it was mostly Order. Did you ever cast that spell? Nope. Oh, of course not, because you have Transformation Aesthetics. Duh. Alright, we are going to clear all this, but we're going to just... Now, let's give you an actual weapon, shall we? There you go. We're going to do this first, so we can call it a day. That'll be our climax of the day, and then we'll start clearing all this stuff out next time. So we're going to cast Relentless Might. This will give our fighter, polearm, shield, shock, skirmisher, and magic fighting units plus retaliation, and Infernal Might when it attacks. So currently this will just give us +1 fire damage, because we're not going to be a fiend of any sorts. We're not fiendish. Okay. And let's see. Let's see.
Uh-huh.
Not a lot of choices to make, huh? This should be good. Enough. This arcanum has been stripped of most of its values, its knowledge stolen, its resources plundered. Several figures still stand guard over the structure, among them a moon guardian. Healed scars and bruises cover the bodies of the guardians, who seem to have only just recovered from a recent defeat, perhaps at the hands of those who looted this place. Whatever their condition, they rise before you, determined to protect the arcanum. The guardians of the Isle remain vigilant, ensuring the structure does not fall into the wrong hands. If you wish to claim it, you will have to defeat them. I forgot how easy this one was. Oh. Here's Morgan's warg. Warg! Our front line could be a little bit better. That's okay. It probably won't be necessary for this particular... Sorry, I think I heard something. Insanity? Wait, no, that's not good. Ow. I shall remove it. I shall cleanse us of your foul magics. What if I just wait? Come. Okay, well, I can't remove it again. I can do that. Oh, there's precognition involved. Of course. What do you think, Oregon? Thank you. Boom. Boom. Alright. Let's get our summon in here. Do summon things. And you... I wonder if you can stun the big boy. 66%. Nailed it. Possibly a little late, but it's better late than never, as they say. We got 2 shots on this guy. Nice mirror veil. And by nice, I mean infuriating. Sure. I was going to do that. I should have done it first, but that's okay. I could even done that to remove the precognition. That would have been a great idea. Get that bonus retaliation from Infernal Might, which is very good. Ha. Nice. Chain stun. Alright, Marrigan. Sure. Just death bolted. The fire and the flames we carry on. I wonder if this thing counts as a soldier or a levy. In theory, soldier. Okay. Interesting. That is not really what I would have expected. Oh. Good hit. I have 2 shots here. 1, 2. Hey! Well done. Easy as pie. Of course, those don't have a... story, really. They've been looted and plundered. There's nothing left of them. But ruin and ash. Honestly, I feel like I should have gone elitist with Morrigan. But it is what it is. Peace, Warden Commander Fabe, the hero of Fereldan. Ira the Willbreaker calls out before your troops close in. Your prowess is known to me. I see no victory here. Grant my army mercy. Allow them to quit the field unharmed, and I shall surrender myself to your judgment. Ira the Willbreaker seems both genuine and contrite in her entreaty of mercy. Do you accept the terms of surrender? Nay, I grant you all mercy. Take your troops and go. Huh? The Willbreaker, huh? That sounds like blood magic. But we're fine with blood magic. These are both ruins. Annoying. But the time will come when they can be restored. In like 50 turns. But my friends, that's what we'll call it for today. I don't know how much progress we actually made running around our territory, but... Oh, this is one of the Mystic Staves, I see. That seems appropriate. But, we made progress, and war has been struck. The Exalted March is the first to declare it. I'm a little shocked, but also kind of not. Next time, we'll continue securing our breached gates and expanding the crossroads and growing stronger still, expanding ever closer to the glory of the Empire of the Cosmos. I'm here for that 20 Imperium. That's the plan. Thanks for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed my yapping and ranting. Thank you to patrons and the channel members support channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you would like to stay up to the half channel, feel free to join the Discord channel down below. And I'll see you next time as we continue to secure our domain and send the vassal swarm in whatever direction we desire.